We gotta set time for 10. You feel me? Yeah, we gotta set time and shit. But nigga, this nigga, I know how to play the game. I know how to play the game. Cause nigga, when I'm out, nigga, it's over. Still Guan was in there. I don't know where he went. He was in there. It was me, him, and Zach in here at first. Yeah, I see a little lace in this thing. See a little lace in this thing. Little lace. Wait, what happened? Hey, still, I ain't gonna lie. He be coming in straight trolling. he, bruh, he be. Yeah, I don't even be trying to. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my god. It was a it was a whole lot of YN bullshit is what it would sound like. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. What happened?
EA Sports of the
Wait,
National
wait,
Football
wait.
League is on the air.
Wait, what? Nigga said he was twerking.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. Austin is there and brings in another one. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Okay.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A give up the middle to right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Right. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because When you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, Young. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll...
Oh, yeah, got it. Got it. I got it, Stu.
The line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Young. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, Leif.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, too late.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Colts at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is taken in by McBride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. Here's Milton. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, 7-3 the score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Throwing is Milton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
At the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
These PlayStation niggas. Yeah.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
I'm the coach.
Milton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now Milton. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Young to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give, running left is right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Wright with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Hey, Scoop, I'm so used to having them motherfuckers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Cool down, Scoop. When I see my play not locked, I'll be shot.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
You sound like you winning something. You ass for right now, nigga.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
To throw, Young. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up.
He retired like 3 in the morning.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field. and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
He over here bumped. Hey, still here, kid?
They'll give this to Wright, running right. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Over 2 points here, time.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yeah, the RRE.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw is Milton. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throwing, Young, rolling to his left. Oh, Young loses it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Austin with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
You got to play that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Look at Scale. Hey, Stu, look at Scale like he get to that ball.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
You ain't got the beam on.
2 yards to go, second down.
This nigga, this is PlayStation.
Young working out of the gun.
Oh, it's a fumble.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now here's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one too low.
Well, the march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
I think this nigga chirping in the play. Tell that nigga for this one. There it is. Get up out of here, life. Get up out of your life. Get up out of your life.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Man, one nigga in the hood that play like that.
Here is Young.
No,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a yard. Barkley, inside handoff. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quez Watkins, an even 90 yards. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Some quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. and that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off-play action. Milton, he'll buy some time right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey McBride, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Did he get the ball after her?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Young off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Off the play fake, Young. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out
on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, Saquon back in. Why you, bro? You gotta chill out, bro. You trying to crash out on my nigga Jimmy G?
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
The handoff to Stewart running left.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Oh.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Young now. And he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
nightmare if a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Okay.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Open man right side is St. Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
Oh, Young loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
This is taken in by McBride. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Milton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Young. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. One last shot for Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up in Indianapolis.
He like that nigga said I wouldn't even send no Ouija, nigga. Oh damn. Oh shit. You was too high on yourself, nigga. What happened? You quit, Scud? What happened? The game ain't over? What happened? Oh. I don't know what happened with Cuddy against Jodine. Cuddy lost his mojo. Look at him. Like,